Hey everybody, it's your girl Bunny. To all of my returning subscribers, hey, how you doing? And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Kick your feet up, subscribe to this family-friendly channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any posts. Also follow me on Instagram at the same profile name so you don't miss the sneak peeks of what's coming up next. In this video, it's the brand new season of Ready to Love, Season 4, Episode 1. I give a full episode recap with photos offset to the side, and then I give my review at the end. No need to dig around. I have all of the minute marks in the comments. It's all coming up next. We start back with our host, Tommy Miles, for another season of Ready to Love, and he's energetic and ready to go. The surprise is that he has a new co-host, and it's Tommy's wife, Jackie. She's a huge fan of the show, and he wants her opinion on advice she would give of how their marriage works and why it's so successful. And she says, well, our marriage works because we work to make it work. And he says, okay, that's a good way of putting it. She wants to see this season true love, and she wants to feel the chemistry through the screen. We get rolling and getting to know some of the fellas. We start with Joel. He was married and had 2 children. Unfortunately, his wife died of cancer. He's been a single father of 2 8-year-old twins, and he feels that he's a good dad. He still believes in love and says he believes in that throwback love, that Anita Baker true love. He feels that his very confident, relaxed demeanor gives the idea or the assumption that he's nonchalant, and that's just not the case. He just doesn't like to stress over a lot of things, and we only have one life to live. And he also loves the fact that he can make anybody laugh. He's ready for love, and he's ready to move forward. We then move to Jason. He is a teacher, and he has his own youth organization. He did play semi-pro basketball, and he had some unfortunate things happen with ex-love. He shares the unfortunate situation that he found out that his girlfriend was cheating on him the day before he had planned to propose to her. So he's pretty scarred from being knocked over by love. One thing he also notices that when he came back to the States, that people made blunt requests in him being a sugar daddy and a sugar dad only. He wants to find true love, somebody that's not infatuated with money, and he wants to get started. We then go to Ron. He's 40, and he's a regional sales director, and he also owns 2 small businesses. He said he's more afraid of divorce than getting married. Houston has so many selections that he feels it's difficult to learn who's real and who has true intentions. He also says that his parents got a divorce, and that really knocked him down when it came to thinking about it, because he saw the emotional roller coasters from his mom and his dad. Jackie then takes the lead in introducing some of the ladies. We start with Venetia. She's a salon owner, and she's 39 years old. She has 3 daughters and owns her own salon. She's been single for 10 years, and her children have been her number 1 priority. Before that, being single, she was with someone for 8 years. But unfortunately, that person was a cheater and super controlling. She assesses that to being young and dumb, and now they work together and co-parent. Because one day she decided and had an epiphany, she could not stay in that relationship any longer. She wants love, and she wants someone to be a great dad to her children. She's excited and ready for this next chapter. Chrysanthemum is 39 years old, and she's a flight attendant. She says people assume that since she's a flight attendant that she has bros in different area codes, and that's just not the case. She's ready for someone to bring her positive energy, can travel with her, and just enjoy life. She wants someone to share that beautiful time with. One of the producers asked her, is she afraid of competition with the ladies? She says, well, I'm not afraid of any competition from any of the women. We're not enemies. I mean, we can be friends, but we all want to get to know the guys. So she's just ready for love, and she's ready to be on the show. Alexis is a 35-year-old news producer, and she says she is Alexis Fly Honey because her friends always compliment the way that she dresses, and she's always been fly. She was married to a pastor for 5 years, but unfortunately that marriage didn't work because she felt that she had to share her husband with the church. She says, for those of you that don't know, the pastor is married to the church and they have a son together, and she always considers her son's feelings. But when it came to the marriage, if somebody called at 3 a.m. and needed prayer, honey, he was the pastor and he had to assist. But she wanted to tell that caller, I'm trying to spend time with my man at 3 a.m. I couldn't handle that. So she says that people see her shape and assume that all she wants is sex and that's all she's about. But it's just not true. She's ready for love and the next chapter and someone who will love her son as much as she does. We got Miss Stacy. She's 39 and she's an insurance agency owner, more specifically within finances. She was married for 10 years for a basketball player and it was just not working. There was clearly some things going on that she had to get out of. They have 3 children and her eldest son, who's 19, didn't want to go to school because he felt that he needed to stay with his mom, and he works with her and she feels that he looks out for her and she watches out for her best interest. But she's sick of her friends and family always trying to hook her up with random people. So now she's ready to go on this show and look at true potentials. We meet Dedrick. He's a private chef. He's been married twice and has 2 daughters, one 26 years old, one that's 21 years old, and he has a grandbaby boy at the age of 3. He feels that having a child is a deal breaker when it comes to relationships, and when he gets another child, he wants, more specifically, a son. We have Andrea. She's 38. She's a flight attendant as well. And she says the same thing, that a lot of people assume that since she's a flight attendant, she has all of these men just pulling at her coat, but that's not true. And when she does see someone that is a flirt or somebody that she wants to meet, she really can't go there because she's working. She hasn't had a man or really anything true since 2004. She says it's been a long time, but she's a really loving, caring person. And she really wants to meet somebody that she loves because her maternal clock is ticking. We then meet Elizabeth. She likes to go by Liz. She's 40 years old. She's the CEO of her own company. And she says majority of her time in her life was dedicated to building her career. And she's been single for 17 years. And the producers want to know, what is the deal? Why has it been so long? She says, well, I don't know. I mean, I start to meet guys and, it really doesn't go anywhere. There's not any chemistry. But what I'm looking for is someone who's spiritually sound, someone who doesn't want to just waste time. She doesn't have time to play. She's serious. She's ready for love and she's ready to get back at it. Tommy says, Jackie, confidence and swagger, when it comes to men, does it make them more attractive? And Jackie says, yes, you want somebody who's confident and feels good about themselves. And he says, well, you know what? These next bachelors definitely have a lot of confidence and swagger. That's not a doubt. AJ is 38 years old and he's a music producer. He says he's been producing for over 15 years and he tries really hard not to mix pleasure with business, making sure that he doesn't date someone that he's working with. He's confident in his looks. He knows that he's dark and tall and he's extremely attractive. He said he's dated many people and so many people that he wouldn't be surprised if he bumps into someone that he knows at this resort. He wants all of the F's when it comes to women. Fine, financially literate, freaky, all of these things, all the F's. And he says that he's very direct and doesn't hold his tongue when it comes to what he wants. He mentions that when he was younger, he dove head first into the dating and party scene, but he realizes now that he needs to look for true companionship and he's ready for love. We got Troy. He's 51. He's a regional manager. He loves his job and he does any and everything that he can to provide for his daughter. He feels that he hasn't met anyone special just yet because he doesn't have that connection with anyone, and it's been years. He says that he's been a bachelor his entire life because of that reason. He wants someone who takes their fitness very seriously, and he doesn't want anyone that's full-figured in shape. He's ready for a partner and feels that he is the best catch in Houston. We move on to Ida. She's 37 years old and she's a development manager. She learned early on from her mom that to always be a go-getter and to get everything on your own. And she's been proposed to but never married. She's not giving up on love though. And if she doesn't find love, she is completely cool with being that cool auntie who gives all the cheering money at Christmas. But she says that she still wants love and compatibility. We meet Tressa. She's 42. She's an entrepreneur and a comedian. She says she was a mom at 19, and for 13 years, it was just really stressful being that young and having a child. She has a daughter, and she says she attracts hobosexuals, men that want her to pay for everything. And also, it's the downside that people assume since she's a jokester that she doesn't know when to take things seriously, but that's not true. She's ready for love. She's ready to start her new chapter in life and doesn't want any more hobosexuals. We meet Christian. He's 36 years old and he's a mail carrier. He's been a mail carrier for 6 years and he runs into weird women who have infatuations with mailmen, and because he wears a uniform. He's used to being wild, having fun, and he's over it. He just wants to get to know more people and have something more serious. Unfortunately, a serious situation in life made him realize that he needed to get grounded and change a lot of things in his life when he actually fell asleep at a stoplight. But he's proud to say that it's been 3 years and he is sober. He has more clarity on life. So he's ready to love. We then meet Khalil. He's 41 years old. He's a teacher and says he loves being a teacher. Absolutely loves it. Unfortunately, some things in his life made him reconsider some things in love and postponed the dating experience. He was in a fatal car accident and he was thinking about critical life decisions. And the person that he was involved with at the time talked about marriage. He was looking at all of his options and things going on and thought, maybe it is time for me to get married. They got married. He got his visa from where she was from, but he didn't have a job in that certain area and they got an annulment. He wasn't in a state of mind to even get married in the first place, and he wants to meet a good woman, someone that's fun and vibrant, but everyone seems to be mean. He feels that all of the women that he's met have like really bad anger issues for some reason, and he loves a woman that's full-figured, someone that looks like they are from the motherland, honey, and he wants someone who will challenge him in his life to be better. So he's ready for some love. Amber is a 31-year-old criminal attorney, which is absolutely amazing, by the way. She says it's frustrating dating because people assume since she's an attorney that she wants to argue all the time and that she's serious 24/7. But she wants to have fun and she loves having fun. She wants to love and have that companion. But she admits that in the past, she wasn't really open like she should have been. When people would meet her, there were obvious walls that she had up that prevented them to get to know her. But now she's more open-minded, she's let down those walls, and she is ready to love. David is 44 and he's a real estate agent and also an investor, and he conducts weddings. So he's around love all the time. He comes from a very strong family net and there's 7 of them. He was married 2 times and has 4 children. He married young the first time, and the second time he felt that it was just the wrong person. And also he says that his parents got a divorce after 40 years and it really hit him hard. But he's a helpless romantic and he wants to move forward. But he does admit that he feels that he's been single and can't find that special one because he just might be a little too picky. Kyra is 34. She's a practicing attorney and she's been an attorney for about 7 years. She also likes to party and she wants to let people know I'm serious. I can go from Michelle Obama to Cardi B, and don't get it twisted. She knows how to be ratchet but also classy. Her last relationship ended due to infidelity, but she's ready to love, but she's ready to have fun. She's sick of being single. Jackie is like, okay, Tommy, there were supposed to be 20 people, but we have only introduced 19 people. What is this surprise or this shocking twist to the show? And Tommy says, okay, I won't keep the suspense any longer. The surprise is that we are bringing back Chris. That's right. They're bringing back Chris from the last season because he felt that he was ready for love and deserves a second chance. So for this season, we got a lot of dates planned and sneak peeks of Troy kissing on a whole bunch of women and also some static between some dates. And that is the end of the episode. Ooh. All right now, this is y'all's favorite part, my review. I got to get to this. I got to get to this. Now, last season, okay, if you guys follow me when I did the reviews and the recaps for last season, I said that they needed a female co-host, right? Because you need a female to talk to the ladies, and then you can have Tommy talk to the fellas, and sometimes you can switch just to see what the others are thinking about, because sometimes a woman can come in and ask those questions to things that we're seeing, right? So but I'm not feeling his wife Jackie being the co-host. No, I'm not feeling that. When it was her turn to talk, she was reading the teleprompter. She was like, let us check in with the ladies. No. And she seemed to be agreeing with everything Tommy says. Well, I think everybody's got. Yeah, I think everybody's nice too. No. You need a dynamic between the host and the co-host to go back and forth and just start talking about things that they noticed so far, right? And they just seem too relaxed and chill, right? This is a dating show. Like, then we talking about how y'all marriage works out. It just... She is your wife. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but she was like, baby, you be gone too long. You be at these resorts. I want to do it too. I want to be on the show, Ricky. I want to do it. No, Lucy, you cannot be part of the show. Tommy, I want to do it. I've got, child, what producers did they get to say to make this happen? Did he have to say to the producers, hey, if my wife can't do it, I can't do it either? Out of all of the people that you could have got, which could have been me, you chose your wife, and then you can tell the chemistry there when it's exchanging the funny back and forth or the energy back and forth. It's just not there. I mean, they could have got somebody else, and Tommy could have continued to do it by himself. Not feeling it. No hateration towards Tommy. Tommy, I love y'all to death, but I just wasn't cool with that decision. Well, who approved that? No shade, but I don't like it. Also, some more shade or tea. This show, this direction, where are all the younger candidates? We got all these people that's been married, got kids, and divorced. They should change the show to married, divorced, now ready to love again. Because majority of the candidates have been married and they have children. There's only a few sprinkled here and there that in their early 30s. Okay, so how unfair is it for those people, right? I'm single, ready to mingle and have some kids, and I gotta get with you with an already developed family? What's that about? And then the other people that are ready, it's gonna be the Brady bunch up in there because they got 4 kids and then you got 4 kids, and then we gotta make sure our kids get along and our exes and all that. That's kind of whack. Like, couldn't they have sprinkled in a few people that were a little younger? Because then we got some men and some women that are saying that they ready for kids, but we 42 years old. Like, that's not enough time to then have love, then have the marriage, then have the potential baby or maybe a foster child in the carriage. Because we have to really be honest and look at biology and what things can work and how much time we working with. So it's like we gotta hurry up and rush. I gotta hurry up and like you, and then gotta hurry up and have a baby. And I'm 40. That's messed up. You need to be getting and dating with somebody that's younger that can biologically give you what you want, right? I mean, that's just realistic. That's just life. If you get with somebody that you really connect with on this show and she's 42, but you want a baby, like, I'm confused. Please make it make sense. Who is the casting director? Very disappointed. And what's up with all these flight attendants? Did the casting director, they was going somewhere, on a flight, and they was meeting all these people at the airport, and you're like, you know what? All of y'all could be on the show. Yeah, this is really cool. I done got 4 people. I ain't gotta interview no more people. Let's just get all these flight attendants and y'all can be on this show. Why are there so many flight attendants? I'm so confused. Okay, well, Chris is back this season, and we still have some unanswered questions, Mr. Chris, from the previous season. Oh, yes, honey. I remember those statements that you made last season. Oh, nothing has nothing to do about splitting the rent or nothing like that. I completely agree with you when it comes to splitting finances. I have nothing against that. And I know a lot of women are going to not like me saying that. But if you're both financially strong and something happens to the other person, you need extra income. We live in a society where extra income is the cherry on the top. So if we both team job, we both team can go on vacation and not be stressed out, right? My issue with you, Christopher, is that you mentioned last season to the ladies that those women there were different from the women that you were used to dating. And you never clarified what that was. Was it the age? Was it because they were black? You never specified what made those women different. And majority of those women there at the resort looked kind of the same. So, what was it that was so different, bruh? And then he also mentioned that he never had to have those financial conversations with women, which lets me know, boo-boo, that you are used to women paying for things for you, because you did say that you're a radio host and you don't make that much money. It made me think of Pam from the Martin Show when she asked Tommy, where you be getting all that money for to buy them funky fresh shoots, huh, bruh? It's because you ain't got no job, Chris. Come on now, warm it up, Chris. I'm about to. Welcome back again, I guess. Hope you find love, bruh. But I just want to let the ladies know he ain't paying for nothing. Now, ladies, let me help y'all out, because I know some of y'all are super excited about Joel. Like, I'm looking at his story, and I know some of y'all clutched y'all pearls and said, OMG, his wife died of cancer. He's this single father, and he has these 2 children, and he's looking for love, and he's just so nonchalant, and he's this honey child. Stop thinking with your cervix and think with your mind. We don't know how that man was when he was married to that woman. We don't know how he was. We don't know how good of a husband he was. So calm down. Calm yourself. We still need to know how he is. He nonchalant, but he might be a little nonchalant. Is he slipping and falling into people's cervixes? We don't know that. So don't get too hype about that, honey. Woo, Stacy. Somebody call Stacy real quick. Somebody tell her to watch this video. Stacy, you mentioned that you were married for 10 years to a basketball player and all that other stuff, and you said your 19-year-old didn't want to leave for college because he wanted to look after you. That's your son, not your man. I really, really, really hope you are not treating your oldest son like that's your man. Please let your son go. Please free him from the nest. I know your son probably want to protect you and he looking at moms and all this other stuff, but then that's when you step in as a mama and say, baby, I'm grown. I got this. Thank you for being so concerned. Please go to college. Please pursue your dreams and don't be held back and holding on to me, because what that's going to do is now this young man is going to compare everybody to his mama. I see red flags all over the place. Can somebody call Iyanla now? Oh, Dedrick, you the private chef. You've been married twice. You got them 2 ordered daughters and got the nerve to say that somebody not being able to have a child is a deal breaker, and you want them specifically to have a son. Excuse me, but if we could all choose the sex of the baby, the ratio on the planet would be messed up, okay? It's 50-50 with genetics. I need you to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Sitting there making all these demands, married twice and all this other stuff. Child, boo, bye. Cook something, okay? Cook something and go over there. Sit on the other side of the room. Not liking you so far, bro. Didn't like them comments. You know what, AJ, I'm really, really happy that you have all this confidence in the world. You're 38, you're a music producer. It's just unfortunate we've heard nothing you've produced over 15 years. Your confidence is key. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing, but you have all of these demands and you just been around the world and and got all of these. You want somebody financially this and fine and funky, fresh and freaky and all these F's and all this other stuff. But what are you bringing to the table besides your height and your head? I just really need to know that. Unfortunately, men who are jerks, you're a jerk. I know you're a jerk. They're jerks for a reason, and they have that confidence for a reason, which makes them super dangerous. Women, you know what I'm talking about. All I'm trying to say is, AJ, you better have all of this confidence for a very good reason. Because if it's not big things popping and it's little things stopping, we have a problem. Troy, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I had a feeling about you, sir. You're 51, talking about you still a bachelor and all this other stuff. Boy, you're not ready to love. You still ready to flirt and have fun, and that's okay. Stop playing yourself. If you're sitting here saying you never had a connection with somebody, or you never, the relationship didn't evolve because of that, then that's your life. I mean, you've already went half of a century doing that, so you might as well go the rest of it continuously being a bachelor. Why are you wasting people's time? Please go away. I said in the cast review in the previous episode, right, that your name rang a bell from Waiting to Excel. But you know what? Don't you throw that up here, Troy. Don't you do it. And I can see him outside of the balcony. You raggedy. Don't you do it, Troy. Go home. Call some freaks and call it a day. You're not ready for anything. You're just ready for something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. But just, why are you there? Go home. Miss Ida said that she's a go-getter. Okay, Ida girl, listen to me. You said that you was cool with just being the auntie that give money to the kids for Christmas. You be by yourself. No, ma'am. Don't you waste good vagina. Don't you do it. Don't you not. You look. If you don't use it, then don't abuse it. Girl, don't you waste that. Find you somebody. It ain't got to equate to marriage. Find you a companion, but don't be sitting up there locked up in the house, not doing that. And live your life. Hey. Okay, that's enough for you. Bye. Woo, Lord, let me talk to you for a minute. What's her name? Teresa? Girl, I hope that wasn't your comedy bit talking about, well, I just saved right here. I just saved from the knee down. See, girl, please. I've heard that for so many years. I think even Pryor mentioned it about shaving from the knee down, honey boo boo. I hope that you continue to work on your entrepreneurship, and comedy is not the goal here. Just telling you as a friend, okay? But I love your energy, and I love the fact that you're saying you want to start anew, because being being married so early and having a kid, probably affected the fluidity of how you date and you're ready to love and all that. But girl, when you was up there doing that comedy, I didn't hear no laughter at all. It's obvious from what a lot of the candidates are saying that there might be some connections. We have some men that say they like full figure women, and then we're hearing some men saying they want somebody in shape. We're hearing some women say they want kids, and then you hear some people say they're looking for a woman to have children. So they're going to connect on a lot of those things, right? And what they want, the physical, looking at somebody. But of course, it's going to take time with more episodes to see who's an idiot, okay? And then who the good potential guys are, because we're still seeing representatives. We're still seeing not the 100% true them. It's gonna take some time to see them on some dates, to see if they gonna act a fool or not. So we really need to develop that. I really don't have any top picks. I have to see behavior. Once I see behavior, I can get a good idea, So I'll let y'all know. But I predicted everything accurately last season, who would end up with who and why it wouldn't work. And I was 100% correct. I had nothing wrong, and I just had to pat myself on the shoulder and dust my shoulders off on that. Let me know your thoughts, what you thought about this episode and what you thought about the candidates. Please let me know if you agree with me about Tommy wife doing this. Why? Just let me know. It's no shade, but it just seems like, why? Anywho, let me know what you think. Put your comments down below. And also, I received a lot of messages while I was editing, like, oh, girl, did you watch the show? Look, I have to do this and I have to edit, okay? So it takes time to do this, to edit and get it approved for YouTube, for it to be published, okay? So I'm working as fast as I can here. I'm not your superwoman. But anywho, I think the candidates, when the show was over and they announced all of them, a lot of them felt like they were members, the guys looked like they were members of the 5 Heartbeats. When Troy started talking and had that robe on with them glasses, I wanted to just really hit that note from the 5 Heartbeats. Let me take a breath. You remember when his mama stood up? When he said that he was the best person in Houston, he was the best catch in Houston, I wanted to just stand up on the couch and go, oh, Lord, I wanted to hit that 5 Heartbeats note. Is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up, stand up. Let me know. Y'all, I wanted to throw my shoe at the screen. I'll see y'all next week. In the meantime, y'all check out other shows that are coming on. We have the final 6 episodes of Iyanla Fix My Life. If you need to look at that first half, make sure that you check out that Iyanla playlist. Also check out the Lawyer Murder Mystery Series, Delilah, and also Queen Sugar Season 5. We also have at the end, closer towards the end of April, the next season for The Handmaid's Tale. Y'all make sure that y'all check that out. There's plenty of other things to look at on this channel. It's family friendly, so feel free to share with everybody that you know. In the meantime, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any posts, and follow me on Instagram so you don't miss sneak peeks on cool stuff. Also, check out the last episode of the Instagram live video where we talk about verses, the Grammys, and all types of stuff. So make sure that you check that out too. Don't worry, I got your back. I know y'all not gonna do the work and look in the playlist and find stuff. So I'm just gonna put all the links below. Alright? I love y'all. In the meantime, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.